Hey, it's your favorite Pacer fan, Cubs fan, and Colts fan. Look, I look like my logo here on YouTube. So, no Pacer things actually out. But I want to talk to you about Myles Turner. Woo, we just got bright. But my day got dark yesterday. This is the 24 hours later, basically, Myles Turner trade news. And I'm going to tell you right now, immediately, I was heartbroken, right? This is a guy who'd been with the team for 10 years. This is a hit that you only get from guys who have been with the team that long, right? Last time I felt like this was when T.Y. Hilton, basically retired. And then a couple weeks later, it's like he was on the Cowboys. And it was like, oh, my God. I can't bear seeing you in a different jersey, right? One of those type of trades. One of those type of releases, free agency. Because that's what it was, right? It wasn't a trade. Still, one of those things where you just think to yourself, I can't. I don't want to see a single Bucks game. When we play them, I just want to look at the other four guys on the court. It breaks me up that this had to happen, right? At the same time, I get it financially from the Pacers' end of things. But what are they doing, right? We talk about what are they doing a lot with this team. This is the 2009 Super Bowl, the one that the Colts lost. Found at a vintage store, which is pretty cool. Actually going to that same vintage store up in Muncie later this weekend. Anyway, it's interesting. I haven't asked that about the Pacers in about 3 years, right? So during the whole last 3 years, right, of the signs and trades and whatever, right? Oh, Bruce Brown, Buddy Hield, Jordan Moore, right? Everybody coming and going and da-da-da-da. It seemed all calculated, right? Let's get Siakam. It's going to help out here. Let's get Toppin. It's going to help out this. And we're going to do this. And we're going to get Thomas Bryant. And he's going to help out for a little bit and whatever. And right now your starting center is Isaiah Jackson. So deeper than the love that me and other Pacer fans have for Myles Turner, I think the question becomes, what are they going to do at the center position, right? This is going to be a year that I already, before the Myles Turner move, was thinking, okay, 6 seed at best, right? 6 seed really best case scenario, maybe 5 if some stuff goes wrong in other teams in the East. But really, it's a tough Eastern Conference. It was proven last year. Pacers went through that tough Eastern Conference and went toe-to-toe with OKC. And maybe even would have beat them if Halliburton's healthy. So the East has no slouchers, right? Cleveland's going to be good again. Boston might not be as good with the Tatum injury, but you're going to have New York. You're going to have Detroit. You're going to have Orlando now, Atlanta. You're going to have tough teams. And on a day-to-day basis, how is this team, this small ball lineup basically, that's built for small ball with Halliburton in mind, how are they going to work with ISO players like Mathurin and Siakam? That becomes the question, right? This one trade is of a very valuable player to the Pacers specifically. I don't think Turner is going to be as valuable to the Bucks as he was to Indiana. I think he was perfect for a person like Halliburton. He's perfect for Indiana. But if you're Indiana's standpoint, you're thinking, we're going to pay $26 million to a guy, right, for some years. But the very first year, we're not even going to have the guy that's the other puzzle piece to him, right? As much as I love Turner, when he's out there really alone, he's not creating for himself that well, right? At home games, but like away games, and honestly during the finals, he did not play that great. It was one of those things I was willing to overlook because he'd been here so long. But then when you talk about that amount of money and you're Indiana, you're like, well, crap. Because you're going to have to pay a guy like Mathurin. You're going to have to pay a guy like Toppin. Like, if you're going to want to see what these guys are made of, Jerice Walker, as I have a signed little book thing of him. You're going to want to see what these guys are made of. And that's going to cost a lot of money if all of them are good. So Indiana's looking for the future here. And I think that's smart. I really do. When you have basically a year off from actual championship contention, let's be real, this is a playoff contending year. You're looking to go to the playoffs and be competitive. We know that. They know that in the locker room. They're going to say championship still, of course, as they should. But this is a playoff contending year. And what you're seeing is a playoff contending team. That's why you get rid of Myles there, right? You keep around Myles, I think, if Halliburton doesn't get hurt. I really do. I think they sign him. I think it's easy peasy. It's done. I think you try to run it back with the squad. Obviously, it's a championship squad. When you don't have that and you just drafted a rookie, Cam Jones, out of the Big East, thought that was a good rookie signing, by the way. Tough guy out of the Big East. I like it. Fits the mold of tough, scrappy guards from schools that have tough scrap, right? Belmont, Ben Shepherd, Gonzaga, Nemhard, and now you have a Big East guy in Cam Jones. Just scrappy guard. I love it. I love it. I don't love anything else, though. Like, you have to see what we do at center. But like thumbnail says, this is wrong. It broke my heart, broke all of our hearts here in Indiana. But that doesn't mean that it's not the right move. Right, removing my heart out of it, looking at it from a basketball standpoint, I get it. I do think it sucks because he was the glue guy interiorly on the defense. Halliburton was the glue guy on offense in general. So what you have now is a great perimeter defense, right, with Nemhard, Nesmith, and Siakam. And you have good ISO offensive players with Siakam and Mathurin. This team is going to look on TV and person, all this, so different than last year. It's going to be jarring. And I'll probably make a ton of videos when the season starts. But this will be one of my last pace of videos. Just wanted to say it because this is a huge trade. Sorry, huge free agency signing. And it sucks because 10 years. It sucks because 10 years feel like they're down the drain. Thank you guys for watching. Affleck time is out. My girlfriend's calling. Love you, Chloe. All right, bye, guys. Thank you.